This is Faith Under Fire. We take you straight to the voices on the front lines of religious battlegrounds. I'm news anchor Sarah Harnisch, and with me today, PA Family's Chief Strategy Officer, Dan Bartkowiak. We're talking recreational marijuana. Pennsylvania is a breath away from legalizing recreational marijuana, Dan. A bill passed the House by a single vote on May 7th, and it's looking like the Senate will write and pass its own version of the bill soon. A month ago, this was chatter in a hallway without a single piece of legislation up for a full vote. What's going on?
In a matter of just days, a 173-page bill was advanced through our Pennsylvania House, all Democrats voting yes, all Republicans voting no. Ultimately, it's taking a commercialized sale of industrial marijuana, high potencies, what we're seeing with mental health, what we're seeing in schools, healthcare, so many problems in states legalizing this. Sadly, we're seeing more addiction for profit being the priority in Pennsylvania, at least in that vote. So certainly House Bill 1200 that is doing this, looking to have state stores being the model that it's shown. And frankly, too, it also had a provision that's unconstitutional that is virtually going to force any municipality to have a pot shop. It really is some of the worst that we see in politics, the rush job forcing this upon communities. So there really is a lack of understanding of the harm that this is bringing. Even Governor Shapiro was all about this is about economic. Really, that should not be. It shouldn't be dollar signs as the lens. It should be what is the best for public health, safety, the well-being of children and families. If that was our lens, the public health and safety, we really wouldn't be seeing this happen.
The headlines are reading dead on arrival marijuana bill sent to the PA Senate. What say you?
This particular bill using state store, it's not what the industry wants. They want to get the profits themselves. And so they've been heavily lobbying against the state store model. And so really this is not over. Even though the model with House Bill 1200 going to the Senate may not advance, I think the issue is still something that could advance in both chambers. So we really need to engage our elected officials in understanding the reality of what commercialized sale of industrialized marijuana will do, and hear from families that are ravaged by the marijuana use of today, the high potencies, the concentrates and edibles, the forms that we see today. It's unlike what I had when I was younger. It needs to be recognized in saying we don't want to see this commercialized in our state. I was in high school 20 years ago. The THC content, the psychoactive component of marijuana, was single digits, 3% THC, even less than that. Today, it's anywhere between 20 30% THC flower, and you have all these concentrates, edibles. Vaping wasn't around when I was in high school. Now you have superintendents with drawers full of vape pens. I'm hearing from families that they're finding peers giving this to them because it can be odorless. You can do it in school where teachers aren't understanding, and it's leading to a variety of problems. It's leading to kids on a path to schizophrenia and mental health problems. That's what needs to be better understood here in Pennsylvania. In the school district in Detroit, Michigan, the largest school district, before legalization 2 years prior, they had under 300 drug offenses in their school. The 2 years after legalization, 1,800. This is a problem that we're seeing when you commercialize the sale, increase the access to these types of harmful products. And so it needs to be better understood, and that's where constituents, families, getting in touch with our elected officials, because that's who's going to decide this policy. It's not a ballot referendum here in Pennsylvania. It's going to be lawmakers deciding this policy. So we have to be in touch with our state senator, state representative, in saying no to this problematic policy.
Democrats are pushing this hard as a big moneymaker. In fact, they're saying $500 million in the first year. The Republican line is that the money isn't worth the cost. Tell me why.
If we understand what marijuana does, I'm frustrated when I hear a Democrat on the House floor saying we need a safe product and looking at dollar signs for that. Understand that marijuana use is not safe, and no state has met any type of revenue projections. It also doesn't calculate often the costs. Colorado, there was a study done for every dollar in revenue, $4.50 in costs. You look at healthcare, you look at education, you look at workplace areas, you look at DUIs that increase. All of that comes at a cost. What is that human cost when it comes to this effort here in Pennsylvania. And sadly, it's looking at all dollar signs. It's just not the lens we should have. Every medical association points against it. If you look at the evidence, you look at more teens using this in states that legalize. I mean, it's just, frankly, if you put a pot shop throughout Pennsylvania, in Colorado, there's more pot shops than Starbucks and McDonald's combined. When that happens, you're going to increase access. You're going to have more young people thinking this is okay to use, and it's leading to more problems. We should be rejecting this wholeheartedly here in Pennsylvania.
Learn more at pafamily.org.